So, unbeknownst to us, we chose one of the most hectic travel days for our Alaska cruise. It was the day that brought most travel to a halt across the United States.
But we still made it to Seattle, and then we immediately crashed at the Hyatt Regency. And we were so thankful just to get there and not miss the ship. So we made it to Pier 66 North, and we were happy to see the Bliss. It was blissful, great, wonderful. Check-in was pretty easy since it wasn't that crowded. They allowed us to come in early. Not yet. And you know what? After we checked in, we immediately went right back to waiting. And we're boarding. Fun, 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 fun. Stairs.
So, after we checked in at our muster station, we wanted to take a look around this beautiful, beautiful ship. And the Norwegian Bliss is an absolutely gorgeous ship. But as we take a look around the ship, one of the first places we always go to is the spa.
We head out of Port Seattle into the north end of Elliott Bay, and we are on our way.
So the Norwegian Bliss was built in 2018. They did a refurbish in 2021. There's about two water slides that they have. It's about 20 decks, and there's also a capacity on this ship of 4,000.
A Splash Academy is great for children 3 to 12. They have a movie theater. Check-in is relatively easy. They have lots of activities for children, games, you name it. Eden loved it.
And Daisy has this great ability to kind of keep him in line. And she's
Entourage is a club for teens 13 through 17. They have a bunch of activities that they can do, games, socialization activities, and even have video game tournaments. And sometimes they have a live DJ.
So after checking the girls into their clubs, we of course had to head to the Garden Cafe, which is the buffet on the ship. And one of our favorite foods on the ship is always Indian cuisine.
The line was long when I was up there.
Curry.
That's good.
No, go ahead and tell me how good it is.
Yeah, I ate that.
It's good.
Like how good though?
10 out of 10 good.
How majestic. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest, where there's whales, gray skies, and the open sea. There are no whales out here right now, but we are waiting for whales. So in the meantime, we have a boat, and the majestic sea rages on.
Hi, guys.
Alright, so we're getting ready to go on our first excursion to Sitka. Say hi, Eden. Say hi. Say hi, Mommy. Welcome to Alaska. Say hi, Ava. And this is the rat racer trying to get off on port day. So exciting.
So, a few fun facts about Sitka, which was our first city that we visited on the cruise. So, Sitka was the site of the signing of the Alaska Purchase. And also, the city and bureau of Sitka, Alaska, is about 4,700 square miles. That makes it the largest city in the United States. And there's no way you can visit Alaska without getting some of this delicious king crab. Now, we didn't do a tour while we were in Sitka. We just walked around the downtown area, ate a lot of their good, delicious food, talked to a lot of the wonderful people that were in the city. It was a great time.
I'm gonna eat it.
All right, pet crab.
Yay! I'm the name is Stanley.
All right, you want to eat the crab? You want to touch it?
Oh, cool.
They've touched him plenty of times as he cracking the leg.
So day 3 brought us to Juneau, and we took a ship excursion tour, did some whale watching, and went to Nugget Falls.
This is Nugget Falls Trail. We're all the way up here. And look out for bears. You can see bears or other animals and stuff. Yeah. Walking fast. Ain't no walk fast.
So where the shuttle drops us off when you're at Nugget Falls, it's about a mile from that entry point until you get to Nugget Falls. So expect that little hike if you are taking this trip. But it's a beautiful, beautiful walk, and you get to see all the beautiful foliage along the way.
in the same excursion, we also did some whale watching. Whale watching is pretty cool. Only thing is you have to have your head on a swivel just to catch them all or catch anything. Mainly we saw humpbacks.
Here you go.
Be prepared with a raincoat, as Juneau is a temperate rainforest. Temperatures are generally cool, around 40 degrees some days, and it can feel quite warm or bitterly cold. And it rains or snows 236 days a year.
So day 4 brought us to Icy Strait Point, which is in Juneau, Alaska. It's such a quaint little town there. We did do an excursion with Norwegian when we got here. So one part of our excursion was, of course, we wanted to do a crab boil. So we did that, and then we enjoyed a beautiful tribute from one of the local tribes. Stay tuned.
Water and soda is included in your meal today. You're going to get the water from the soda bin over there. You get the sodas at the register for me. I do have alcohol to purchase. I have 3 different styles of Alaska beers, Bloody Mary in a can, and 2 different styles of wine. You can also see me at the register for that. When you're done eating and you want to wash your hands, don't worry. There's a sink right around the corner over here. All you got to do is press the can on the floor. Water will start going. If you need to go to the restroom, you can go right back the way you came. You're going to go off the road, walk around, take this first left. All you got to do is grab your rope right off the nail and walk out. Please don't try to jump the ropes. I don't want anybody to get hurt. So these are our crab crackers. They're super easy to use. You just slip this sharp end into the crab and seesaw through. If you have any problems, just come get me. I'll show you how it's done. Please don't throw these away at the end of the feast. There is a station at each end of the place. There's a basket over there and there's a basket over there. Just toss them in there. Your drink trays go right there. Please use these trash cans for your trash. These 2 are for recycle. Your food is out. You got 50 minutes with us, and then someone will be here to pick you up to take you to tribal. I hope you enjoy your meal. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So day 5 brings us to Ketchikan, Alaska. Fun fact about Ketchikan, it is known as the salmon capital of the world. Another fun fact about Ketchikan is that they are famous for having the largest collection of standing totem poles in the world. So when we got to Ketchikan, we didn't do an excursion. We were there for a short time, so what we wanted to do was just kind of take a walk around the city to see what we saw. From our research, we knew we wanted to go to Creek Street because that's where you would see the spawning of the salmon, and then just see what else we could get into while we were there for our short time in the actual port.
Braves.
Hey.
A little bit.
Now there is a famous lumberjack show that takes place in Ketchikan. We didn't do it on this visit. We definitely plan to do it when we come back again. So our last stop on this amazing adventure to Alaska brought us to Victoria, British Columbia, which is of course is in Canada.
Now, what I do suggest, if you don't really know what you're looking for, just want to kind of have a general idea of what to see, what I do suggest for people in a short amount of time, get off the bus, walk up Government Street. That's where all the shops are. And it is a Friday evening, so a lot more businesses will be open. Go as far as Bastion Square, the site of our original fort. Cut through Bastion Square, and then come back down Wharf Street, the oldest street in Victoria. So that'll give you a general idea of what the downtown area is like. Of course, you will see the Inner Harbor because that's where I drop you folks off at. If you're a little bit energetic and you want to check out Canada's oldest Chinatown, that is about 7 blocks up from the shuttle spot. Now, they do close at 8 o'clock as far as businesses. Fantan Alley, they lock the gates, I do believe, at 9. But you will get a chance to at least see the entranceway to Fantan Alley. And of course, all the lights will be all lit up, all the Chinese lanterns. So it is quite interesting to see. It's quite scenic at nighttime.
So our time in Victoria is very short, which I think was only about 3 hours. We were trying to take a lot of pictures. There were certain things we wanted to make sure we did. By this time, the girls were over the picture taking. So our next stop was to get beaver tails, get some maple syrup, and just look around the town.
And poutine. Had to get some poutine. But if you ever do go, beaver tails is the business. We had one, you just sprinkle this lemon juice on it. I had to find out the recipe. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go back to Victoria.
Y'all see one beaver tail?
Trying to get away.
Victoria is a very nice place. And then there was this guy who was really interested in this ball.
So when you're taking a cruise to Alaska, I think it's part of maritime law is that since they're in the United States, we have to go to another country. So that's why most of the Alaska cruises always go to Victoria, Canada. And it's always a very short stay. So I think our stay here was only for about 3 hours or so. And so you just want to kind of look around, do some shopping. There may have been a couple of excursions available, but we just wanted to take in the sights.
Yep, Victoria was so nice. The end. Yeah, we didn't talk about the food. So let's talk about it. They have Starbucks on the ship. They have assorted bars all over the place, like the A-list and bars that's in between the restaurants. Coco's is really cool. They have chocolates, confectionaries, milkshakes, sundaes. If it involves chocolate, pretty chocolate, you can find it there.
There are so many dining options available on Norwegian Bliss, and many of them have a dress code. First is Ocean Blue, which is the seafood specialty dining restaurant. Specialty dining meaning that there is an additional cost to this. The fun thing about Ocean Blue is that there's even waterfront seating. It's a beautiful location.
And then you have Texas Smokehouse, which is authentic Texas barbecue. And then they have a country band that'll make you start dancing and drinking and do honky tonk.
So Cagney Steakhouse is the American steak restaurant. They serve premium black Angus beef, exceptional seafood. It's a really American style steakhouse. It is really second to none. We've eaten, I think, on there twice or so on the ship, and it's always been a great experience.
And teppanyaki is basic hibachi, but it's good hibachi. They do everything, do the tricks, make the beats on the grill. It's good stuff. A savor and taste, or taste and savor, are restaurants that's included in your cruise. And they're right across the hall from each other. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So Food Republic merges Asian and Latin flavors. They offer tapas, sushi, and everything is made for sharing.
Los Lobos is your Mexican fare restaurant. And the Manhattan room is the third of the main dining rooms where you can get specially curated modern classic dishes. And since we ate so much on the trip, here's our food montage. And we can't forget about the buffet. And for cruise ships, this buffet was really, really, really good. And they had everything: burgers, Indian, Asian cuisine, you name it, they had it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that was almost it. We headed back to port, got back to Seattle, and we had a little bit of time to kill before we got on the plane, so we decided to go check everything out. So off to the Space Needle we went.
605 feet. Built in 1962. Purple building to your right, that's the Museum Fossil. There. You got rental space that we're passing right there. And then you have the playground for kids right there in the middle. Below that, and we run it up showers every 10 minutes. The downtown Seattle. There's the lake. Yep. Oh, that's this Lake Union. The other big lake, Lake Washington, is on the other side. Oh, if you Puget Sound to your left, on the other side. Yeah, that's where it goes out. Yep. You can see the green. That's where the carrier stood when I was stationed here. Yeah, remember things like that.
So our next stop was Chihuly Garden and Glass. Now it's right adjacent to the Space Needle. They're all located right in the center of Seattle. So here we were able to see all of the glass that the artist Dale Chihuly created. They had his drawings, his iconic glass creations, large architectural installations. And we were even able to see some of his personal collection. Absolutely beautiful.
And then from there, we wanted to hang out at the public market. And they got that, you've probably seen it before, where they throw the fish across the market and everything. That was a cool experience. And they had seafood of every flavor. But one flavor that we couldn't get over, it's the most disgusting hallway ever created. And it's this gum thing. Why? If somebody can leave in the comments why they even had this, please let me know.
I was really looking forward to this part. It was one of the things I wanted to make sure we saw, but my stomach could not handle it.
Some people even had the nerve to put their name in gum.
I didn't know it was going to make me nauseous. Stand right here. I didn't know it was going to make me nauseous. Let her do it. Don't look at me.
It's hand sanitizer. All right, Ethan. Stick your gun, run and roll. All right.
Let's go.
Get it, take a picture, take a picture now.
And then we went to check out Beecher's Handmade Cheese. They make it, package it, and everything. The line was ridiculous, but it was a good time.
So their mac and cheese that they make that's really famous there where everyone waits in the line, it's more of like a pasta and cheese sauce, not really a mac and cheese, but it's still pretty good.
Thanks again for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next trip. Because remember, we do travel.
Yes, we do.
How'd you like the trip, Eden?
10 out of 10 good.